it. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Gaskin on the carry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Jaguars, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11.
Rock it. Look, squeeze. Set, X3, 218, chop. More out.
On the handoff, Adams here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The ball carrier.
Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Miami.
Here's Gaskin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Look at me. Zipper. 951. I'm coming for the side.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yo, go.
Now Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Joe Schobert.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
To Devontae Parker.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First catch for the man who led the Jags in catches a year ago, and it's a Jacksonville 1st down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis.
Minshew's pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Complete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
DJ Chark.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Minshew sets to throw to Thompson on the screen. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. .55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because
the Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
46-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
34-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Davis, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Rock it. Rock it.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Jaguars 10. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Breida on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, they run with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll throw right away. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Minshew, he's got it complete to Thompson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Minshew, first and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's do it.
It'll be Minshew again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Jaguars are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Let's go.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 12. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Fitzpatrick.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Thompson. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out right at the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll begin the drive with Howard. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. Toss right side for Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is taken at about the 14. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Tonight's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.